Good evening, President Jukoski, Dean Barfield, faculty, staff, nursing graduates, family, and friends. Welcome to the 62nd pinning ceremony at CT State Three Rivers. My name is Amanda Fitzgerald. I am an assistant professor of nursing here at CT State Three Rivers. I've had the pleasure of being the class advisor for this special group of nursing graduates. I have watched this group work tirelessly toward their goal of becoming a registered nurse. Nursing school is a journey of both academic and personal growth. There is so much to learn because at the end of 2 years, you will be responsible to care for human lives. On top of the demands of learning, you must sacrifice time with family, friends, and loved ones. Nursing school pushes you out of your comfort zone. It teaches you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Nursing school instills resilience, grit, and determination. When you finish the program, you emerge a better version of yourself. Nothing in this nursing program is given to you. You have earned every grade and checked off all the milestones, passing those high-stakes exams, the validations, and those long clinical days. Because of that hard work, you are here tonight. Congratulations on this well-deserved achievement. Thank you to the family and friends who have helped make this day possible for our graduates. We are so grateful. You have put the work in of making extra meals, shuffling kids around, babysitting, pet sitting, and most importantly, missing your loved one for the last 2 years. We see you, and we thank you for all that you do. This pinning ceremony we are about to witness is rich in symbolism. It serves as an initiation into the profession of nursing, and it's considered a rite of passage. At this time, I would like to invite nursing graduates Chanel Ferguson, Aquasha Rambharose, and nursing faculty Leanne LaRose to sing the national anthem. Everyone, please stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Beautiful. Thank you, Chanel, Aquasha, and Leanne. Please remain standing as I invite Irleen Sepaul to deliver, sorry about that, invocation. Irleen?
Good evening, everyone. We're going to be praying now. There we go. Let's pray. Almighty God and Father, today we gather here today on this wonderful occasion to celebrate the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. We give you all the thanks and praise for bringing us through to this moment. We thank you for our family and our friends that are here with us. And thank you for those family and friends that couldn't be here with us, but also supported us through this journey. We also thank you for the staff and faculty who taught us and nurtured us while preparing for this new adventure in our lives. We thank you, Lord, for blessing us, for protecting us and our loved ones throughout these 2 years. As we celebrate today, I pray that you will continue to carry us as you have been, that you will take us even further in our education, and may we succeed in all that we endeavor to do. Continue to bless this faculty and staff, volunteers, students, and everyone here today. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Irleen. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to invite President Jukoski to share greetings.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I want to extend a warm welcome to our nursing graduates, to the families and friends who are here, who have provided support, have been their cheerleaders throughout the past 2 years. Most importantly, I want to say that we at Three Rivers are very, very proud of our nursing program, and we are very, very proud of our nursing faculty. And I would like to share with all of you that we recently received our NCLEX test results, and we had a 100% passing rate. And that is due to the phenomenal faculty that we have here at Three Rivers. So thank you, faculty. To our dear beloved nursing graduates, we are so proud of you, so proud of your effort, so proud of the fact that you endured, that you persevered, that you are choosing a profession where there is extensive need for nursing all across this country. So you are going to be welcomed with open arms wherever you go to work. And I want to leave you with something that kind of is my signature. You know, every year I start thinking about, well, what am I going to say that will be new and different and inspirational? And I come back to what being a nurse means. So for our nursing graduates, this is for you. You never will be bored. You will always be frustrated. You will be surrounded by challenges. So much to do and so little time. You will carry intense responsibility and very little authority. You will step into people's lives and you will make a difference. Some will bless you, some will curse you. You will see people at their worst and at their best. You will never cease to be amazed at people's capacity for love, courage, and endurance. You will see life begin and end. You will experience resounding triumph and devastating failures. You will cry a lot. You will laugh a lot. You will know what it is to be human and to be humane. And my last piece of information to you is the New York Times has an article written by an oncology nurse. And apparently it has been, the book she wrote has been on the bestseller list for 26 weeks. So if you can get, I will see if I can get the link, send it to Cindy, and maybe Cindy can share it with the faculty, and the faculty can share it with you. But it's worth reading. I mean, she talks about what nursing has been like to help people in terms of the time before they die. So I read part of it today. I look forward to finishing it up later. But I just wanted to again say, congratulations, nursing graduates. You make us very, very proud. Thank you all.
Thank you, President Jukoski. Next, I would like to introduce Dean Barfield, Dean of Academics and Student Affairs, to come up to the podium.
President Jukoski, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, proud families, and most importantly, the resilient, dedicated students of the nursing program. Welcome to the 62nd Nursing Pinning Ceremony at Connecticut State Community College, Three Rivers. As the campus dean, I am honored to witness this occasion that represents the culmination of our students' hard work. We are here to celebrate these exceptional students. Throughout their nursing education, they have demonstrated unwavering commitment and remarkable sacrifice. The path to becoming a nurse demands not only academic rigor, but also emotional fortitude, selflessness, and unyielding desire to make a difference in the lives of others. This pinning ceremony signifies the culmination of their educational journey. Each student sitting here today has overcome numerous challenges, conquered demanding coursework, and participated in extensive clinical experiences. Their unwavering dedication and perseverance have brought them to this moment of pride and accomplishment. As so many here know, the nursing profession is not solely built upon theoretical knowledge, but heavily relies on hands-on experience. The clinical component of our program has played a pivotal role in preparing our students to provide safe and compassionate care to diverse patient populations. It is through clinicals that our students have witnessed the real-world complexities of healthcare and acquiring the necessary skills and judgment to excel in their future nursing careers. As they step forward to receive their nursing pins, these students can reflect on the fact that they have had the privilege of learning from an exceptional team of nursing instructors. Graduates, I would like you to always remember the names of your instructors. The collective wisdom and expertise of these remarkable instructors have shaped you into the confident and competent nursing graduates you are today. You have learned your profession at the best nursing program in New England. Graduates, may your nursing pin serve as a symbol of pride, integrity, and the lifelong commitment you have made to the care of others. Embrace the opportunities that lie ahead, build upon the knowledge and experiences you have gained, and continue to strive for excellence. Congratulations, remarkable graduates, and may you embark on successful and fulfilling nursing careers.
Thank you, President Jukoski and Dean Barfield, for your leadership. We are grateful for your support and the provision of resources for the success of our students. Next, I would like to invite Hillary Wierbicki, class president, to speak on behalf of the graduating class. Hillary?
Okay. I am humbled and honored to stand before you all today as our student class president, representing this remarkable cohort of nursing students. As the president of our nursing cohort and the vice president of the Student Nurses Association, I have had the opportunity to work alongside many future leaders. I would like to take a moment to recognize these individuals, so please stand as I call your name. Kayla Vidou. Throughout the semesters, Kayla has served many roles, including class vice president, Student Nurses Association secretary during our second and third semesters, and she is currently the Student Nurses Association president. Our class secretary, Lindsay Muscarella. Our class treasurer, Irleen Sepaul. Our class and Student Nurses Association liaison, Chanel Ferguson. Our Student Nurses Association Secretary and incoming Vice President, Amber D'Souza. And finally, our Student Nurses Association Treasurer and incoming President, Kaylee Watson. Without your hard work, dedication, and support, tonight would not have been possible. COVID really put a restriction on student clubs and prevented the SNA from doing many things they used to do in the past. Over the last year, we have worked hard to get the SNA back to its roots, and we should all be proud of that. I would like to thank our S&A advisors, Denise Cortegiano and Cheryl Gillat, for standing by our side and supporting and guiding us through the years with our ideas. I may be the one speaking to you tonight, but these individuals have stood alongside myself and Kayla every step of the way. Thank you for your commitment, flexibility, and your willingness to serve, all while managing nursing school. For the past 2 years, we have all introduced ourselves to nurses, doctors, and patients as nursing students. Hi, my name is Hillary, and I'm going to be your student nurse today. Well, tonight, we get to retire that title. We will finally be able to introduce ourselves with the title we have worked so hard for, ADN graduates, soon to be registered nurses. Hi, my name is Hillary, and I'm going to be your nurse today. Man, that's got a nice ring to it. The last 2 years have gone by so fast. This may be the first time some of you have seen us in the last 2 years because we've climbed out of our study caves to join you all here tonight. Thanks to nursing school, our lives have been devoted to endless reading, countless hours of studying, clinical rotations, clinical paperwork, ATI exams, maybe a snack or two, and a small nap. Yes, small, because there's no sleep during nursing school. I remember the first day of classes, nervous to meet new people, but excited because we were finally in the program. All bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to take on the next step in our lives. Well, the reality and expectations of nursing school settled in fast. We called it boot camp. For the first 9 weeks of our first semester, we had 6-hour lectures once a week, back-to-back lab days, to learn all brand new skills that we had to get validated on to prove that we could perform them when clinical started. We also had to find the time to study for the exams that were sprinkled in there as well. We quickly realized that our lives were changing, and we were no longer going to be a part of society for a little while. Cue the tears. The weeks went on, and we survived semester 1. 1 down, 3 to go. How much harder could it get? And scene. Semester 2 rolls around. Most of us were excited for this semester because this is where all the cool stuff in clinical happened. We had our OB rotation with new moms and babies, and our OR rotation. We no longer had to watch Grey's Anatomy and channel our inner Meredith Grey. We got to witness childbirth and surgeries firsthand. Second semester had its own challenges, but again, we survived. Words of advice, don't ever forget to massage the fundus. 2 down, 2 to go, halfway there. Again, how much harder can it get? Well, in struts semester 3. Send help, all of it. Cardiac, coming in hot. This semester, we were truly challenged. We were pushed out of our comfort zones, and we were no longer asked how, but we were asked why. Why was this happening to our patient? What was causing this? What can we anticipate next? This is the semester we really began to think like nurses. Our black and white thinking was pushed, and we were starting to see the big picture and understand how everything is connected together. Did you all know that urine is filtered blood? Got my eye on you, Karen. Yeah, well, neither did I until 3rd semester. You don't just drink fluids and voila, urine appears. Black and white thinking at its finest. You drink the fluids, your body absorbs it into the bloodstream, kidney filters the blood, creating urine. See what I mean when I say everything's connected together? I know what you're thinking. How is this woman about to become a nurse? Pretty sure Karen and my entire clinical group thought the same thing when I asked where urine came from. I had a moment, but it passed. I'll never forget the answer ever again. 3 down, 1 to go, 3/4 of the way there. We finally made it to our last semester. We are in the home stretch. Nothing can stop us now except for senioritis, select all that apply questions, and that every answer to a test question is correct, but which one is most correct? Nursing diagnosis, ineffective coping related to senioritis, as evidenced by fatigue, daily wear of sweatpants, laziness, decreased attention span, and procrastination. This semester has taught and inspired us to lead with greatness and serve with excellence. We have been taught to know what we believe in and what is worth fighting for. All right, enough about us. Let's get to you all. Thank you all to our friends and family for being here tonight and for the last 2 years. Every one of you out in the audience has been our support system through our nursing school journey, and we could not have done this without you. Thank you for allowing us to listen to your heart, lungs, and bowel sounds, and for allowing us to practice our skills on you for validation purposes. Thank you for all you have done to help us accomplish this dream. To our amazing instructors in the classroom and in clinical, thank you for all of your dedication and time. Thank you for guiding us along the way and never giving up on us. Thank you for teaching us valuable lessons and skills. Thank you for being a listening ear and letting us cry or eat your chocolate. Thank you for empowering us to finish strong. To my classmates, we did it. We are the next generation of nurses, and we are going to make a difference in healthcare. There are times where doubts and fears have gotten to the best of us, but nursing school has taught us important qualities like perseverance and resilience. Please remember that we must remain teachable, open to change, open to growth, open to forever learning, and to not be afraid to admit when we need help. We must go confidently in the direction of our dreams. Congratulations on this incredible achievement. I am so proud of us. Now let's go past NCLEX.
Thank you, Hillary. That was great. Okay. Jennifer Munzner is a proud 2012 graduate of the Three Rivers Nursing Program. Since graduation, she has worked in long-term care, med-surg, and critical care. She completed a master's degree in nursing management and executive leadership, and then a postmaster's certificate in adult and geriatric acute care to earn her nurse practitioner license. She currently works full-time in the intensive care unit at UConn's John Dempsey Hospital in Farmington and works per diem as a bedside RN at Bacchus Hospital. I would like to invite Jennifer up to do our keynote speech.
Good evening. Thank you to the outstanding faculty and staff at the Three Rivers program, to the proud family members and friends in attendance, and most importantly, to the 31 of you that have completed this phase of your nursing journey here tonight. I'm truly honored that you invited me to speak with all of you again after we met a few weeks ago. I hope I'm not all out of words of wisdom for you. I'm sure that since we were last together, you have all experienced anxiety, sleeplessness, and now joy that you have completed the education requirements for your RN degree. Congratulations. I remember pretty clearly sitting where you are almost 12 years ago. I'm so excited for all of you as you're going to move into the next phase of your own nursing journey because you have so many opportunities available to you. But I'm also proud of you for what you have already accomplished. When I was sitting where you are, I was very preoccupied with other things. When was I going to study for NCLEX? How was I going to find a job? How was I going to navigate being a new nurse and all of my other responsibilities? I didn't give much thought to what I had done to complete this program. It was just what needed to be done. I was worried about the next step. I hope that you all take a moment right now to congratulate yourself on what you have already done in these 2 years. Be proud of yourself right now. Don't wait until you've passed NCLEX or till you've gotten a job. You have completed a challenging program in the last 2 years and juggled it while doing everything you had to do with the rest of your life. Rest assured, as graduates of the Three Rivers program, the faculty and staff here have helped you attain the knowledge and skills that you will need to be successful wherever you choose to go. I still hear the words of faculty and staff members daily in my head as I navigate my job in critical care. You are ready. I've been fortunate to work in many areas of nursing since graduation, and I think one of the best things about this profession is that there is room for everyone. In your chosen future career, you may hear a baby's first breaths. You may hear a patient's last words. You may bandage a grammar schooler. You may hold the hand of a patient who hears they have cancer. You will be the nurse they need in the time that they need, and you will develop the skills that you need to use. There are a few things I hope you'll remember every day when you set out for work. First, remember that every member of the team you work with deserves your respect. You can't do your job as a nurse without housekeeping, kitchen staff, aides, and everyone at your facility. You wouldn't have enough time in a day to do all the things that they do, and you're going to have to learn those delegation skills. But always do it with respect for everyone and their time and skills. Remember that every patient is somebody. They're a parent, a child, a loved one, a friend. And if they're seeing you at work, they're probably not having their best day. No aspect of their care is beneath you. if it's what needs to be done for the patient. And here's a small spoiler alert, you're going to make a mistake. Every nurse has done it. And they feel awful when it happens. So always do your best to follow your safeguards, remember your rights of medication administration, don't take shortcuts, and learn from those mistakes. You'll move forward, and it will be okay. You're human, it's going to happen. I enjoyed my work in long-term care and med-surg, but for me, critical care is where I found my place. As both a bedside nurse and a nurse practitioner, it is a true privilege for me to spend my time with patients and families, some dealing with the worst days of their lives, as we navigate together towards the best outcomes we can achieve. I wish I could say we're always successful, but that's not the case. When we have to make difficult decisions and change our course of treatment and care, a statement I often use with family and friends is that we never give up hope, but sometimes we change what it is we're hoping for. I hope you can find a mindset that helps you in your career to deal with the difficult situations that you may encounter. As you travel through your career, I hope you experience many days where you can't imagine doing anything other than being a nurse. I know I've had some of those days and nights. And I have to admit there have been other times when I've driven home past the house of my neighbor with an ice cream truck business and wondered if they're hiring. They won't all be easy shifts. This career is challenging, and the current stories you hear about staffing shortages, workplace violence, employment difficulties highlight why we need to remain vigilant in our advocating for our patients, but also for ourselves. Take care of your patients, but take care of yourself. Try to make you a priority sometimes. Make time to eat healthy, exercise, find yourself a mentor in the profession. You may make some of the weirdest friendships you will ever have. You'll find yourself discussing any number of bodily functions over lunch, and you will find that these friendships also will help you in difficult times. For the loving family and friends out there, please be patient with your new nurse loved one. This profession can be emotionally draining and physically taxing. When they come home from work and just don't have the time and energy they usually do, they just might need to not be needed for a little while. It's not always possible with our families and our obligations, but please be understanding every now and then if these new nurses need to say no. So graduate nurses, where do you go from here? That's going to be different from each of you. You will take and pass your NCLEX, and you will start your new career. You'll be nervous as you move from novice nurse to beginner and all the way to expert. You will get there. You may start at novice again more than once in your career. You may choose to stay at the bedside. You may choose to further your education or not, but you'll never stop learning. You've invested wisely in your decision to pursue nursing, and you've chosen a great program here at Three Rivers to get you started on your way. You are joining thousands of respected Three Nurses graduates in our community and almost 5 million registered nurses in the United States. Wherever your life journey takes you in nursing, I wish you all the best in your nursing career.
Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate you being here tonight. Dr. Cindy Arpin, our Director of Nursing, is now going to share the history of pinning.
Okay, congratulations. Welcome, everyone. So the history of pinning, I think it's important to know why we're here. The nursing pinning ceremony is a unique and special ceremony in the nursing profession. It's a symbol of the nursing students' hard work and dedication towards their coursework and clinicals. The pinning ceremony has roots dating back to the 12th century. Today's pinning ceremony is closely tied to an award given to legendary nurse Florence Nightingale, known as the Mother of Modern Nursing. She was awarded the Red Cross of St. George in 1860 for her tireless work during the Crimean War. To share the honor, Florence presented a Medal of Excellence to her brightest graduates. By 1916, the practice of the pinning ceremony was standard throughout the United States and England. The pins symbolize those who are educated and competent to serve as a nurse to provide health care to society. Each school of nursing designed and awarded its own customized pin. This evening, you will be the first class to receive the CT State Three Rivers nursing pin. I thought it might be fun to take a quick look back at the history of our own pin. So in 1975, I have it up there, our school, then known as Mohegan Community College, graduated the first nursing class of students. The pin was designed by members of that class. The pin bears a dove with an olive branch in its mouth. This was taken from the college seal. The dove represents peace, while the olive branch represents learning. The pin also bears a caduceus, which is a symbol of medicine. The name of the college appears around the outer border. In 1992, Mohegan Community College merged with Thames Valley Technical College to become Three Rivers Community Technical College. I was a student then, and I remember the contest that was held to name the new college. The pin was updated at that time, though we maintained the center design. Later, in July of 1999, the technical was dropped from the name to provide more consistency in community college names across the state, once again resulting in this new pin. This time the name Three Rivers Community College is on it. This would remain as a nursing pin for the next 23 years. This past summer, the 12 community colleges merged to become CT State. And you guessed it, we needed a new pin. It felt important to maintain the center design first crafted by the 1975 graduating class. Because time was a factor to get the pin designed and cast, dies cast, and created to be ready for tonight, I worked with our designer to develop a few options. Since the very first pin was chosen by the graduates, I felt strongly that that's what had to happen here. The graduates needed to choose the pin. As students returned to campus this fall, we held a vote. The pin you will receive tonight, is it back up there yet? Can't see. Didn't wear my glasses. Was overwhelmingly chosen by the students. This is a pin you will be receiving. I hope you wear it proudly throughout your career, as I continue to wear mine, and several of us also do. The School of Nursing may have different names, but we are all alumni of the same great program. And now, the moment we have been waiting for, I will return the podium to your class advisor, Assistant Professor Amanda Fitzgerald.
We will now begin the pinning of our graduates. Before we proceed, I have a few requests. Please hold all applause until all the graduates have been pinned so we can hear the statements the students have prepared. If you are planning to take a picture, please remember that the center aisle needs to remain clear. I will call out the graduates by name, and they will come forward to be pinned. So now it's the moment we've been waiting for. The pinning will be assisted by Associate Professor Denise Cortiangio and Assistant Professor Kristen Pedersen. The first group of graduates will be pinned by Professor Ann Lamundi and Associate Professor Karen A. Moore. Nikki Allen. I would like to say thank you to my grandma for all of the help she has given me through my nursing school journey. I would also like to say thank you to my boyfriend and family for the support they have given me the past 2 years. Peace out. April Baker. I want to thank my husband, Phil, for being my rock and encouraging me, and thank my children, Connor, Mason, and Declan, for being my inspiration. Thanks to my family and friends for supporting me. Lastly, I'd like to thank my peers and instructors. I love you all. Stephanie Barthel. A heartfelt thank you to my parents, my boyfriend, Josh, Brianna, and my incredible friends and family for your support. To my bestie, from the first step to the last, we shared it all. This celebration is not only for me, but for each of you as well. We did it. Ashley Benton Shuckero. A sincere thank you to my husband, daughters, family, and everyone who believed in me. Thank you for the enormous amount of support, constant reassurance, and patience to see me through my dream. I wouldn't be here without any of you and appreciate you beyond words. Thank you. Emily Cardinal. I want to say thank you to my friends and family who supported me throughout nursing school. And a big thank you to my boyfriend Alex for encouraging me through all my breakdowns. Our next group of graduates will be pinned by Professor Sarah Mallory and Assistant Professor Stephanie Duty. Rebecca Danilla, Michael, Brody, Jaden, Allie, Tegan, Mary, Mom and Dad. I can't thank you enough for your love and support, often working just as hard as I was to help me get here. Thank you to my amazing classmates and instructors. I couldn't have done it without all of you. Jesse David. To my children, thank you, my loves, for being my rock and motivation in pursuing my dream to become a nurse. I wouldn't have been able to make this dream into a reality without each of you by my side. Mommy loves you to infinity and beyond. Nicole DeFranco. I would like to thank my incredible mom for her endless support, motivation, and understanding. You are my inspiration. Everything I am today, you helped me to be. Thank you to my amazing boyfriend, family, and friends for your encouragement, love, and support. I couldn't have done it without you. Astrid De La Nuise. Thank you to all my friends and family. It means the world to me to have you here. Thank you to my mom for all your sacrifices, my boyfriend for all your support and encouragement, and my baby Mia. This is for you, girl. Thank you for being my motivation and strength. Mike Donovan. I am grateful to the two most important women and nurses in my life for their endless support on my educational journey, my girlfriend Jackie and my mom Sue. I am grateful for my father Ron, as he is unconditionally always there for me whenever I need him. Chanel Ferguson. Huge thank you to my family, friends, and boyfriend for the love, support, and motivation. Thanks to my instructors that encouraged me on the way, my SNA homies, and my fellow class officers and mates. Shout out to Nexus Nursing, Registered Nurse RN, and Caffeine for getting me through the long nights of studying. Noelise Guzman. Thank you to everyone who has helped me get through nursing school, especially my parents, my siblings, my cousin, my boyfriend, and all of my friends. I couldn't have done this without you. Thank you. And the next group of graduates will be pinned by Professor Carol Amrithal and Associate Professor Leanne LaRose. Alexandra Hanshaw. I want to thank my family for always supporting me and for traveling to Connecticut to be here with me today. Tammy Howe. Thank you to my family for your patience and support and for allowing me to study where I was most comfortable always. I love you so much. Thank you to my encouraging instructors. Thank you to the friends I made throughout nursing school. We did it. Jessica Keltner. Mike, Jacob, Matthew, and Julian. Thank you for always being there for me and giving me the encouragement I needed throughout this program. My day one bestie, all the tears, laughter, and endless nights of studying, we made it. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Sun Tzu. Elizabeth Knowlton. I would like to thank my kids, Charlotte and Mackenzie, for being my reason to keep pushing forward. I'm also thankful for my husband and classmates that helped me get to this point. I'm thankful for my grandma who inspired me to follow in her footsteps and become a nurse. Jennifer Vidou. Today is a proud day as we celebrate hard work and perseverance. Thanks to all the clinical and school instructors who inspired me to be an outstanding nurse. Thanks to the enormous support and encouragement of my family, my friends, Aldo and Joe. I am truly blessed to have you all. Delia Monroe. I would like to thank God for getting me through this challenging experience. Thank you to my mother, brother, and kids for the love and support while I pursued my dreams of becoming a nurse. To my professors, I appreciate your words of encouragement and support throughout this journey. The next group of graduates will be pinned by Professor Jillian Zupan and Professor Cheryl Gilad. Lindsay Muscarella. I want to thank my husband, children, mother-in-law, extended family, and friends for supporting me during this life-changing experience. My parents are no longer with me, but I am forever grateful for them and know that they would be overflowing with encouragement and pride through this journey. Summer Nabelski. Thank you to my lovely fiance, Bree, my mom, dad, Nate, and Nick. I'd also like to thank all the nursing students that helped me get to this point. Brandon O'Connor. Thank you to my friends that listened to me vent on the hard days, my classmates that have become family members, and my family for supporting me through this journey. Thank you to my dogs, Stash and Porter, and finally, thank you to Jason for being my rock. Jian Park. I would like to thank my family for their endless love and support. I also thank all the professors and instructors for helping me to get to this point. Lastly, thank you to all of the classmates for surviving this journey with me. Cody Pearson. Shout out to my mom for supporting me through all of this. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Aquasha Rambharose. Fat and Aussie, my babies. Your patience and love helped mommy through this entire process. I love you 3000. Nakia, my soul sister. Thank you, girl, for your prayer, support, understanding, and for being here today. And to you, Orpheus Rambharose, my man. Thank you to my man. Rachel Rushford. To my amazing family and friends, thank you for being my rock throughout nursing school. Your unwavering support and love sustained me. I am so grateful for each of you. This accomplishment is as much yours as it is mine. And the final group of graduates will be pinned by Professor Ann Lamundi and Professor Lillian Rayfelt. Sarah Sauceda. I would like to thank my amazing husband and daughters for encouraging me to follow my dream. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you to all the wonderful faculty in this program who helped me get here. Special thanks to Lee McLallen for teaching me so much along the way. Irleen Sepaul. Today, I would like to thank God. I could not have done it without him. I would like to thank my children, Erica, Isis, and Denzel, for saying, Mom, you can do it. Thanks to my friends and staff, especially Jillian Zupan, for forcing me to think like a nurse. Chelsea Stratetis. Thank you to my parents, Evan and Lisa, and my in-laws, Tammy and Tony, for their constant support. Thank you to my family and friends for their encouragement. To Stephen and my boys, Luke, Max, and Nick, thank you for believing in me. We did it. Alana Stromer, I want to thank my children for giving me the motivation to be better every day. I can't thank my mom enough for adjusting her life to accommodate me. Last but not least, I wouldn't be able to be here today without the support of my partner, Keandre. I love you. Kayla, Vidou. I would like to thank my peers that have turned into my second family, the SNA for all its opportunities to volunteer and help the community, my husband Ed.D for being my rock during nursing school, and fluoxetine for making nursing school possible. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Hillary Wierbicki, I would like to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work and never giving up. I also could not have done this without the support of my friends and family. Without you, I am not sure that this would have been possible. Let's have a big round of applause for our newly pinned graduate nurses. I love pinning. It's beautiful. I love it. I would now ask the graduates and nursing faculty to please stand for the nursing pledge. I would also invite all the nurses in the audience to stand and join us. The pledge is provided in the pinning program. In full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refraining from any actions which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and to keep loyal support and cooperation to all the members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the nurse. Please be seated. Next, I would like to invite Kayla Vidou, Class Vice President, to read the benediction.
Hello. My name is Kayla Vidou, and I am the Class Vice President and President of the Student Nurses Association for CT State Community College, Three Rivers, and it is my absolute honor to be representing my class tonight. For those of you who do not know, the standard form of nursing communication is using an SBAR report. An SBAR report stands for Situation, Background, Assessment, and Recommendation. Situation is why the patient's here. Background is patient history. Assessment is the data the nurse gathers as they complete their head-to-toe assessment, and recommendation is anything that needs to be accomplished to meet the patient's goals. Seeing as this is a technique that nurses must use, it only seems fitting that I give this speech in the same format. The situation. Today, you are all gathered here to watch your loved ones get their nursing pins. You are seeing future nurses take one of their first official steps into becoming an RN, and it is our esteemed pleasure to have you all here today. The background. The program took 2 years, which included many clinical, lab hours, lectures, and exams, all of which you watched your future nurses devote themselves to learning and becoming the best nurse they could possibly be through studying and practicing skills. You may have even participated in helping your student study or be the patient during a head-to-toe assessment. Or maybe, just maybe, you might have had your heart rate increased when your student pulled out the Foley catheter kit to practice for validations. The assessment. The future nurses you see here today are some of the hardest working and most dedicated people I have ever met. Where else would you find people who looked at a pandemic and their first thoughts were to sign up for nursing school? It has been stated that nursing school is one of the hardest career paths because of the difficult curriculum, the need to navigate through exams, clinical skills, personal obligations, and other life events, while at the same time maintaining passing grades. As we enter the field of public service, we have to remember that it's not only important to be kind to others, but also to be kind to ourselves. The recommendation. A mentor of mine once told me that in order to provide the best patient care, you have to be the best version of yourself. This means advocating for your patients, yourself, and the profession. You cannot pour from an empty cup, so please take the time to invest in what is important to you, whether it's family, pets, a hobby, or anything that makes you happy, as long as it's not maladaptive. Advocate for mental health breaks, ask for help when you need it, and do not be afraid to set boundaries. You cannot lose yourself while trying to help others. And remember, just because we are graduating and no longer will be considered peers, that does not mean that we are not still family. We could still support each other as we progress to the next step. And to quote famous Winnie the Pooh, "How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard." I know that this isn't goodbye, and I will see all of you somewhere in the field. The nursing community is only so big, and it is much smaller than we think. So it's not going to be hard to keep in touch and stay updated in each other's lives. It has been a pleasure going through this hard but rewarding journey with all of you, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for all of us.
Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, graduates of Fall 2023, and to the class officers, Hillary, Kayla, Chanel, Lindsay, and Irleen. It has been an honor to work with you as a faculty member and class advisor. Within this class, I have seen special friendships develop. Carry these friendships with you as you embark on your careers. The first few years in nursing are the hardest. Remember to continue to support each other as you have these last 2 years. Graduates, this pinning ceremony marks the completion of your studies to become a registered nurse. Nursing is a career of public service. We care for other human beings. While this is extremely rewarding, it takes a lot of empathy, compassion, and energy. My parting advice to you, please remember to also take care of yourselves. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You will be better equipped to provide quality care and have longevity in your nursing career. Treat yourself with kindness and compassion in both your career and your life. Remember the power of truly being present with those in your care and instill hope in those in need. Find your voice and use it to advocate for yourself, our profession, and the patients in your care. I have faith that you will practice safely with compassion and become lifelong learners. We here at CT State Three Rivers, we are so proud of you. I wish you joyful celebrations with your family and friends. Congratulations and welcome to the nursing profession. The graduates will now stand and prepare to exit through the center aisle, followed by faculty. We ask family and friends to remain seated until all the graduates and faculty have proceeded out before you join us. Thank you.